Hi my angels, it's Hailey Reese, and I hope that you guys are having an absolutely fantastic morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is for you. When today's video finally reaches you, you guys, today's video is a story time, and it's an update, and it's basically just me sharing with you guys what has been going on since we moved into this house, but more specifically, what's gone on since our last video. For those of you who may not know, I filmed a video with my boyfriend Tyler on his channel around last Thursday. And we talked about everything that's been going on since we moved into this house and how both of us believe that this house is either haunted or there is a spirit that is attracted to the house and comes through every now and then. And since that video was filmed, a couple of things have happened to me that have led to today's video. So if you guys have been missing my story times, this video is for you. And actually a part of me feels as though somebody must have sent me a ghost, because you guys have been requesting that I talk about my own experiences, and up until moving here, I wasn't having any unless I went out investigating. So that's what today's video is. Before we get into today's video though, I would just very quickly like to thank today's video sponsor, Function of Beauty. I have been really obsessed with Function of Beauty for quite some time now, and once we all got stuck in our houses, I loved them even more because they were delivered straight to my door without me having to leave the house or any hassle at all. Another thing I love about Function of Beauty is that they allow a completely customizable hair care routine for each individual person. It's super easy. All you do is fill out a 2-minute quiz outlining your hair type, hair goals, and personalized preferences, and you even get to choose your color and fragrance. And there are no parabens, sulfates, GMOs, or toxins, and it is 100% vegan and cruelty-free. So I actually got customized shampoo, conditioner, and I got a customized leave-in treatment. And if you guys can see, they all say Function of Hailey. But what I really love about it is I've been finding that it super helps my dry hair, because especially in the summer, I struggle with that a little bit, and this has been amazing because I've catered it specifically to fix split ends and help dry hair. Now, Function of Beauty does offer a subscription service where you're able to get ongoing deliveries of your custom formula whenever it feels best for you. So that could be every 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, whatever works best for you, depending on how much you wash your hair. And you're able to switch up your formula depending on your hair care goals or needs. Maybe your needs change between summer and winter, so you're able to switch that up, or even just switch up the fragrance and give your hair the care that it wants. Personally, my hair has never looked better, and I am so thankful to Function of Beauty for sponsoring today's video, because I truly love all of the products. So if you guys would like to take your hair care to the next level, I will have a link down in my description for you to receive 20% off of your first order. And like I said, thank you so much to Function of Beauty for sponsoring. And without further ado, let's get into something a lot creepier than this. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I filmed a video with Tyler around last Thursday talking about our haunted house experiences, and I will have that linked down below because so many crazy things have been happening. I do think it's important for you guys to catch up and watch that video. But what I'm going to talk about today is specifically a spirit that I feel as though might have some sort of connection to me. Now, to briefly summarize the video that Tyler and I had filmed, when we first moved into this house from the condo, I was really happy within the first night to realize that there was really good energy here. It was a really good vibe, and I just felt like it was going to be such a positive next chapter for us. I'm really big and really keen on my space feeling zen, especially because of what I do, and especially because I go out and investigate some pretty dark places. I want to be able to come home somewhere that feels safe and comforting and homey. And so I really felt like that was being delivered here in this home. But as time went on, a couple of things started to happen that were just so odd, and to be honest with you, were unlike anything that I've ever personally experienced. So one of the first things that had happened was I was in the kitchen and Tyler was upstairs, and I went to go and hide on the opposite side of the island to like jump out and startle him. And because I do this Every now and then, Tyler came down and I heard him say, "You're not gonna get me. I see you." But I was dedicated to staying where I was. And then I heard his whole voice change, and when I came out around the corner, he was white as a ghost, no pun intended, and explained to me that he'd seen me in a totally different place at the house. He saw exactly what I was wearing, my exact tights, and when he went around the corner to catch me, I was no longer there. Now, initially, that was very creepy to me, that whatever it was taking the form of me. It didn't sit well with me. I was really uncomfortable about it, hence why I never really talked about it with you guys, and time went on. As time went on, there was another instance where I was in the shower and Tyler had left the house, and I heard his voice go, "Hello?" And I went out to see what he wanted. He didn't answer me. I climbed back in the shower thinking I'd heard things. And once again, I heard his exact voice go, "Hello?" So I get out of the shower, I call Tyler, and I can hear his car. He was not in the house. Another instance, my friend Jerica was sleeping over. This was before lockdown. And we were sleeping in the guest bedroom, which is going to play a big role in this update. But we were sleeping in the guest bedroom, and I woke up in the middle of the night to a man with Tyler's build and what looked like Tyler's hair, but he was facing the window away from me, standing in the room. He was so real that in my half asleep mindset, I sat up and explained to Tyler that I was going to stay sleeping in the room with Jerica instead of coming to bed, and that was the plan. And when the man turned around, even though I couldn't see his features, I knew it wasn't Tyler, and I just went back to sleep. A couple of days later, when I was running out of my bedroom to head downstairs, I saw what I thought was Tyler in the laundry room, and when I turned very quickly, that person disappeared, and it was not Tyler, as he was downstairs. So that, alongside plenty of things like the dogs barking, random footprints in the snow, orbs showing up when we're on live streams, I occasionally, when I'm filming here, hear knocking coming from the closet. Oh, our washer, like in our laundry room, was pushed across the room out of nowhere after we heard some banging. 10 seconds later, we ran upstairs and the washer was moved. So there was a lot of things happening that led us to believe that perhaps something was happening or something was going on. But one thing that we both thought was that it had to be something passing through, because it wasn't consistent. It wasn't every single day. It would be like something big would happen, and a week or 2 or 3 would go by, and then something else would happen. And so we got the feeling that whatever it was wasn't actually here within the house, but rather might be within the neighborhood and might be passing through. Which leads me into my theory after I update you guys. So since then, ever since we talked about it, it seems as though things had amped up. In the night, a couple of times, I've woken up to seeing a figure in the corner that is very evidently there, and once I flip a light on, it disappears. And at first I thought maybe my mom was playing some tricks on me, until one night recently, I sat up and I saw a man, like the figure of a man, I'm assuming it was a man, within the room staring right at me, and I looked at it, and then my dogs woke up out of dead sleep and started growling and snarling and looking at it as well. And when I turned the light on, they were just as confused as I was that it wasn't actually there. The other day, I was filming a video for you guys, and I just finished filming and I'd taken the memory card out. I went to go and sit down to start editing the video, and I heard from downstairs somebody say my name. Now, it wasn't a voice that I actually knew at this point in time, it was just a voice. And out of confusion, I went downstairs to go and see. Nobody was there, but then I heard what sounded like footsteps going up the stairs, and both my dogs first stood up and they started growling over towards the staircase. Alongside that, I've had very, very strange dreams where the dream itself isn't significant, it's just an odd dream. But in this dream, everywhere that I'm going, I'm seeing this shadow. So it's been very odd, all of these things that have been happening. And another thing that I'll note is that I've been getting that feeling from when I was a kid that I haven't had in a while, where when I go downstairs in the middle of the night to get myself a glass of water or something like that, I feel like I'm being watched. But all of these things do not feel like anything dark, and it doesn't feel like it's anything that lives here specifically. However, the other day I was getting up to go get a glass of water, and within the guest bedroom, it sounded as though somebody was speaking, a male was speaking in there, and when I opened up the door, nobody was in there. So I have no idea what's going on here. Where my theory comes in is this. I am almost wondering if there is some sort of spirit within the neighborhood who is attracted to our home because I talk so openly about the paranormal and the spiritual and all things to do with ghosts and spirits and angels and all of that, that perhaps he senses that and chooses to come here. And that kind of makes me, I kind of do believe that, because it was once I started talking about it with Tyler and we filmed that video that all of these other things started to happen, and they happened more frequently. Like over the past week or so, it's been like every 2 days something has happened. So it's definitely eerie, and I will most certainly keep you guys updated. But I really want to know your guys' theories, because like I said, it was very, very odd how it took the form of me for Tyler to see it, or this might be a different spirit altogether. And then I heard Tyler's voice, but he was not home. I almost wonder if that's a completely separate spirit from the male, because whenever I've seen the male shadow or the male figure, it really seems as though he's just consistently looking the same. But I want to know what you guys think of all of this. If you guys could let me know in the comments below, and if you guys want an update on this, if anything shall happen, let me know that in the comments below as well. But so many of you wanted to know if anything else has happened since then, and I figured I would film an update video and also let you guys know that I did talk about this already. There is a link down below, but I will be continuing to update you guys on here. So that is my update that was so highly requested, and I can't wait to hear your guys' theories, because you guys always have the best theories, and it's like I'm talking with my best friends and family members when I talk to you guys. So that is my update. Once again, I would like to thank Function of Beauty for sponsoring today's video. As I said at the beginning of the video, I have a link down in my description where you can receive 20% off of your first order. So thank you so much for sponsoring. If you guys are new to my channel, or you are just not yet subscribed but you do enjoy my videos, I would really, really love and appreciate it if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, I love you.